Hello YouTube and welcome to the nation of free to play. I'm Mr. Mondstadt and today, as you can see, it is a very special day. We're not here in Mondstadt, we're here in Natlan at the People of the Springs, and that has a reason, and the reason is today is a day where Mualani finally, after like 8 patches, gets her first rerun, and I'm gonna get her today. I have prepared quite a lot of primo gems. We, as usual, do not want to spend all of them. I just want to see 0R0 and then build her in this video and see how strong she is in the current Spiral Abyss. A little bit of history. I initially skipped her in 5.0 because I wanted to save for the Archon and the other new units and Xylonen and stuff. And I kind of regret not getting her on her initial release, because Mualani is one of my favorite characters in the game, probably top 3 and definitely my favorite character that's not from Inazuma, and I also have pre-farmed artifacts for her over the last year basically, and as you can see by the amount of level 20 obsidian pieces and the amount of level 20 heroes pieces, I do have quite a few artifacts prepared. I would say a pretty decent build for an F2P. And overall I spent over 16,000 resin on that domain, so today is the day where I'm gonna showcase what you get after that amount of investment, and then we'll see whether the build is done or whether there will be a part 2 in the future. Maybe strongbox? We'll see. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the pulling section. I'm here at her shop, her surf utensils shop at the People of the Springs. Unfortunately, she's not here yet, but a lot of her favorite companions are here. Of course, we have her new best friend Bennett from the summer event. We have her old best friend Kachina from the Archon quest and other stuff. And of course, the Pyro Traveler. Well, I think with that team called Epic Wave, we hopefully win our 50-50 and get her without spending too many of our primos. Let's see. Let's check our pity. Also, I'm not gonna get this, but let's just set the path just in case. So, Mualani. Also for the 4 stars, they're actually pretty good for me, because I still only have C3 Bennett after 2 years of playing, so hopefully today is the day we get C5. And we are a whopping pity of 3, because I got Emily very early, as you can see here, while I was trying to get Yansam. So we are on a 50-50 and, well, 3 pity, but surely we don't go to pity twice, right? Anyway, here goes our first 10 pull. We are at 73 pity, the next one is up to 83, so this should be gold, and then we hopefully win and have over 50k left. I hope Mualani doesn't demand too many primos from me. Fingers crossed. It is gold. Okay, 74. 75, another sack though, I'm sure. 76, 77, another Oron, 78, no, 79, let's see one day. Oh, that's gonna be an expensive Mualani. Okay, well, it was bound to happen that we lose a 50-50. Now we just hope for an early, okay? This is 14 pity yet again. Come on, Mualani. Okay, this is 84, this should be it. This was crazy, but yeah, there it is. 75, another EFA, 76, 77, 78.
Thank you for joining me, traveler.
It took us to 79 pity twice there, and now we got to Mualani at 79. Once again, it's been 160 pulls. Dang. That's it. Okay. Well, hopefully the next ones go better. Anyway, we're done with the pulling. It is time to start with the building. Here we go. First things first. Let's get her leveled up.
Whoa! Woo!
Okay, and level 90. That is done. First 2 million more are already gone. Let's get our standard pulls. And then weapons. I do have something prepared for her. It is a highly refined Witzwith, and since we actually got another one, well, let's get this to R5. Nice. It is a bit RNG heavy, but nice crit damage buff, and also the EM buff is very good for her. So level 90 weapon, check. Let's get working on her talents. First priority is her skill. So let's get this up and running. I did farm a lot of contention, so we should be fine. And skill is crowned. That's what we wanted to do. Let's continue with the burst. We're not gonna crown that, but get it up for sure. Level 8 and level 9. I think that's fine for now. 110.9. And with that, Mualani is basically done, except one more thing, which is her artifacts. So, as I said, I spent over 16,000 resin on the Obsidian Codex / Heroes domain until now. And there are some decent pieces available. First up, a flower. It's right now on Ningguang. It has 21 crit damage, 23 EM, 14.6 HP %, and 3.9 crit rate, so not a single wasted roll. Every stat is useful. Feather, 19.4 crit damage, some flat HP, 7.4 crit rate, and another 11.7 HP %. Again, not a single wasted stat. Goblet, on set, hydro damage goblet, double crit with 63 EM, 80.7 crit damage, 3.9 crit rate, and a flat defense roll. I did not craft this, I got this from farming, and I did not re-roll it, so we got pretty lucky there. Then Circlet, this is probably our worst piece. It just has crit damage, some ER, and 6.2 crit rate, which is why I'm not super happy with the build yet, but it's a good start. And then Sands is the off piece. Lots of crit damage, lots of crit rate, some ER. We also have this as an alternative, but I think we want the crit rate for now. And that gives us a total of like 200 CV, roundabout. 202 actually. And a ratio of 56 or 245 with 86 EM and 31,000 HP without Hydro Resonance. So yeah, with the Obsidian Codex set, this is 96 over 245, so I would say a pretty decent build for day one. Now it is time to actually test her out in Abyss. Alright, first off done, we got an HP card also, so let's see how strong Mualani will hit here.
We shall nice and spicy. Eat this! Carving waves! Let's shred!
Okay, it wasn't the fastest run, but this is also the first time me playing her in Abyss. But easy clear and almost 500k per hit with the right Witsel's buff. Not bad. When it comes to artifacts, we also have some other options, obviously. So for feathers, this one would be another way if you want more EM, and this one would be another way if you want just more crit, and this one would be another option to have more crit rate with as well some HP percent. But I think overall this is pretty decent. For flowers, we also have this one with HP percent and EM. And we also have this one without EM, but crit rate, crit damage, and HP percent. Overall though, I think that this one is a perfect piece, so no reason to change it. The only thing I don't have is a good onset stance. I only have single critters, and they're just not as good. As off pieces we have a bunch of options to choose from, also some that have a lot of EM, like this one for example, but we lose a lot of crit. So overall I think this is pretty decent. The goblet is just fine as it is, and circlets is another problem piece. We don't have a good onset piece. However, I do have a good onset HP percentage one, which is this one. This one would also be an option if we switch to this. You would have basically 100 over 200, but we would have over 40k HP and also 124 EM. So we'll see what is better. Let's test her out against the Mountain King outside of the Abyss.
Time to shine. Nice and spicy. All right. Let the mountain's veins boil. Let's ride. Check this out.
And yeah, dead. 3 hits.
Ever tried
Alright,
chasing birds before? You wanna try?
quick little update. We tried out our Akasha build, and my Mualani with the crit damage circlet is top 11%. But with this build on the HP circlet I showed you earlier, she is actually top 1%. So let's see whether the damage is more or less.
Hear my prayer. Flee. Bubba, get them. Eat this. Faster.
Oh, 500k, this is better. This is definitely better. This way we have less CV obviously, because we only have 160ish, but the amount of HP is apparently very useful and she has more EM. So this build is actually doing more damage than the old one. So, final thoughts on Mualani. I did spend a lot of resin on her if you consider the bosses in the books, probably close to 20,000 resin in total. Was it worth it? I think so, yes. She's one of my favorite characters in the game and she hits very, very hard. In this abyss, over 600k at once, and outside the abyss without the blessing at least close to 500k, so 500,000 per shark bite if you get the right wizard buff and you perfect time your rotation. And that is even without any cracked support other than Cologne in it. And my Mualani with an HP circlet is actually on Akasha my first ever, and I'm proud of that, top 1% character. I will still try to perfect her build, especially once Strongbox adds Obsidian Codex, so stay tuned for that. There will be a Strongbox video coming in the future. Took me a lot of pulls, but overall still a very good day. Yeah, and that's that. If you did pull for either Chaska or Mualani, let me know in the comments down below how your pulls went. And with that, if you like this video, please leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot if you support me this way. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!